Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube. Dude, we worked on this for like 2 hours.
Oh, what a lovely introduction by Kayla Moonshot.
Wow, what a great podcast already.
That's lovely. But we're going to do it again anyway, not just because we're horrible people, but because this is the special second anniversary Cultaholic Diddler Cake Fueled special Cultaholic.
Can I get out a shot as well? Actually?
That's right. Look at that puppet jack. That's right. It's now yours. And I'm going to put this on the floor so we don't have the word diddler next to us. Oh,
thank you, Maffew.
Phasing it out.
and I'm going to forget that cake's there, and I'm going to fall and land in it.
Oh, yeah, you are at some point.
Get in, off camera.
Oh.
And also, because it's such an amazing episode, an accomplishment that we're not dead. Jay Adultman, yes, the Jay Adultman from Australia, sent us a lovely signed photo that doesn't have the word diddler anywhere near it, so I might put it there for a bit, but it's going to fall. Here, you have it, Papa Jack. You don't import it anymore.
He's what?
Buried.
Buried, aye.
Beneath a picture.
That's right, because if you like a lot of wrestling on your YouTube, you can join our
Join
cult.
our
Have a
cult.
baby.
Oh,
You can have a baby, yeah, one of the two.
And get it a Cultaholic branded baby clothing item. What they called?
Baby grow.
Baby grow.
Onesie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what Kayla Moonshoes did.
Yes, you did.
that's right. Thank you for that introduction.
It's a big, not only because it's our second anniversary, I just feel like there's been a lot of stuff this week.
There has been. Just begin with, this is Ross, this is Jack. Ross, why do you have a spoon in your cup of tea?
I don't
or
know,
coffee?
just because I have multiple coffees a day, I just keep the spoon in there, just because you got to mix it, haven't you? Just saves getting a new spoon every time, doesn't it?
Yeah, that rare commodity spoons. Anyway, how the hell are you both?
It's different when you're in a shared office environment. I'm funny with cutlery, mate, in shared places. Different people's mouths have been on them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Ugh.
I'm similar.
You know
Well,
what I
when you
mean?
put it like that,
Aye. I'm not too bad. To answer your question, how are you?
good, we're all over the place.
You're way too early with your attire this week. Way too early.
Knock on all the shops I've been in
Oh,
this week.
yeah, way
please,
too
no.
early.
Oh, is that a Christmas jump? Oh,
That's right. It's that time of year where we forget it's November, pretend it's just one big giant December.
You should mention as well,
on.
how are you after your wrestling debut on Twitter?
So Brian Zane tagged me in a post at what's his name? Darren Corbin. He was been going a lot longer than Baron Corbin, but has heard all the jokes.
I heard you saying this earlier. Imagine your luck if you've been called Darren Corbin for years.
Yeah.
And then he gets called Baron.
How do you think Phil Goldberg feels?
And yeah, someone, I think Brian Zane's acted because the guy looked so much like me. So on Facebook I went, ha ha ha. On Twitter they think, how long can I keep this up? And people think about a real match. And people are there just taking it now. Congrats, man. You're going to be on
waited 10
videos
years
and all
for
this.
this.
Oh, no. Oh. But I messaged the guy whose name is actually the wrist. Oh, let's give him a cheap plug.
No.
Let's give him a cheap plug. Alex Olsen. There we go. Thankfully he didn't have a stupid name.
Have you? Oh, by the way, I just want to shout out to I saw a very funny video earlier.
Did you?
It was my first match with Mandrews, which is where Mandrews sits down with a few wrestlers and watches people's first matches. They've only done one episode so far, and it's Mandrews' own match. And
How is it?
what's he doing?
He was
Was
multitasking.
he even listening?
He was listening.
No, I'm listening. I was just, you were talking. Sorry, I was. Jay Eltman could not exist. I'm picking up a tea or coffee. So yeah, this my first match with Mark Andrews.
Yes, and he sits down and watches his own first matches, episode 1, with Flash, Morgan Webster, Travis Banks, and Wild Boar. And it's really funny. Just a really funny video, so check that out. You can find it on Mark Andrews' Twitter, probably. And there's one point where the match is the sadistic psycho versus Lightning Kid, and Mandrews is like, guess which one I am? So he comes out, 14 years old, real thin, long hair. Travis Banks can't contain himself. He just laughs a lot.
So last week. So that's great. That's a nice plug at the start of the show. Everything's tipsy-turvy.
Yeah.
Let's go to the news. Seth Rollins versus Dave Meltzer.
Oh my God.
Get in.
It's the feud of the year.
So to backtrack, this is related to the Saudi Arabia / Meltzer feud. It's nice to do the old school feuds, one going to another. So last time we were here, SmackDown was about to happen, and we were told, Meltzer had been fed some news from the wrestlers that the plane was delayed and Vince had already left. And it seemed that, it looked like Vince might have gone, bye.
Was it porn?
Enjoy Saudi Arabia.
Pawns in a dick swinging contest with
Yes.
the
That's
superstars left back there?
He
That's
said
right.
dick swing contest a lot of times as well.
Dick swinging.
He loved saying
Imagine Dave, professional dick swinger.
That's why they had to leave early, because literally, you don't like that over here, sorry. And made it look like, oh, well, if you better give us the money, or this show ain't going on.
That was unbelievable, that. I couldn't believe that.
Because I think Meltzer said, there was payment owed, and they were given a payment just before the show, so that was a bit okay. And apparently Saudi Arabia do owe different people money at the minute, according to the Canadian military. However, Dave then did also say there hasn't been any concrete evidence that it was a fake, airplane mechanical issue. That. It was all people telling him, presumably wrestlers on the plane going nuts to this on board, or wrestlers in the hotel for 6 hours where they couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Which, again, depending on your perspective, was either, no, we're not keeping you hostage, mate. If you leave, it's going to be an issue. If the plane gets fixed, we have to come looking for you. You're in the middle of wherever. You're in the middle of the desert. Or, like I said, everyone else just looked at the other way, which is like,
I'm sorry about this, wrestlers, but you may have to stay at the hotel for quite some time.
I think it's not exactly true. But so it's been interesting. So they've been on the defensive, and I don't know where it came from. Did Meltzer actually say Seth Rollins gave a speech?
This was on Monday.
He was fed info by a source who said that there was a speech. There was a backstage meeting.
Yeah.
Rollins spoke in the meeting, and
a rah-rah speech.
A rah-rah speech, and it was meant to be awkward.
We'll try to guess who the source is. Why not? Who's sold Meltzer up the river? The term rah-rah has me believe it's somebody quite old.
Wait, who sold Meltzer up the river? Who sold Rollins up the river?
Who sold Meltzer up the river?
No, because if it's
misinformation.
Yeah, it's been a deliberate red herring.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Just to coincide with this, this brand new podcast WWE's put in, so they can control all the media about them.
Did you see Corey Graves on that? Or did you hear Corey Graves on that?
I don't know. Either of those two.
He was like, stop moaning about it on Twitter, you losers, or something.
To the other wrestlers?
Yeah, and he was sat there moaning about them on his social media podcast, Miller. He's not a very bright man, is he?
So this is the podcast that they've said will be the unauthorized, uncensored,
it's not
raw, uncut.
I might get fired, Corey keeps saying, as he interviews Bailey in kayfabe.
Yeah. Yeah, and even worse than that, you'll never believe what we're going to hear. So, Triple H, what's the match going to be? Did you see Tyson Fury? He's so good.
I'll tell you perspectives you fans can't know because I'm in the business, therefore I know things you don't know. Cesaro needs a push.
I'm going to say it. I don't care if they arrest me. Ric Flair, you were in the best Rumble. Oh.
Rah-rah. Does suggest an older person, Briscoe. I don't know.
Who was alive during the war? Pat Pass.
Oh, yeah.
R-Truth. Was rah-rah maybe what he said? Because
it was arousing. Come on, troops.
It was either a harumph type noise, or he went rah, rah, because he watches his podcast.
Then there was other things that apparently didn't happen, which has since been like...
Yeah, there was Orton apparently cracked a joke, but that didn't happen.
Rusev said something, but it didn't really go anywhere.
I might go to AEW.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people took that as like true because it sounds like such an Orton thing to do. He definitely would make an inappropriate joke because he doesn't care. He would just be lounging at the bar.
Streaming a game.
Yeah.
And he said... So what else happened? We've all seen it.
So Rollins then fired, to get back on topic, Rollins fired back at Meltzer after this initial report came out on Monday night saying, Dave, you're a purveyor of misinformation or whatever. But if Meltzer's been told, that's the game journalists are in it. If they've been told information by a source, a trusted source, that you trust your source, don't you? And
he wasn't the only news site that reported it as well. I think PW Insider might have as well. So I think Rollins knows what he's doing, but it's obviously I don't agree with Meltzer all the time, and I don't disagree with him all the time. But it seems like certain wrestlers love to dogpile on Meltzer when something's gone wrong, and Rollins has gone. Well, he's a dick. Stop listening to him.
It's just journalists as a trade, isn't it? Everyone hates journalists.
Journals.
Yeah, because a lot of people do think that Meltzer just makes up stuff, but he's not. He does have sources.
Yeah.
Again, how does Meltzer check these sources? We don't know.
He needs new
Mabel was going to be the member of the NWO, as you all know. But he is, and it's funny because again, everyone else who's going, Meltzer's wrong and incorrect. How dare you? If you want the real answer, listen to my podcast. It's worked very well for Conrad, Pritchard, and now Corey Graves.
Meltzer took it really well. Like Brian Alvarez brought it up, and he went like, yeah, he's still defending the company despite the number they've done on his career and stuff. I was like, whoa! But he said it so casually. It was like, savage.
Alvarez can be funny and savage. Meltzer
said the savage line. It was Meltzer who said that. I was like, whoa!
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he said it in like his sad...
They're both stepping up.
He said it in like his sad, resigned way. He was like, I don't really... The number they've done on... whatever. It's like, oh! Bloody hell, Dave. Let him have it.
Yeah.
So then what came next after that? There was the apology from Meltzer.
They
was it?
retracted their...
And the retraction.
Yeah. So
And then-
the source was wrong.
Sorry, no, Rollins sent another reply, didn't he? Saying that's not what it was about, Dave. It was about something else that I can't remember at this
He
time.
said he didn't say a word during, before, or after the meeting as well. Yeah.
And then big Sean Ross Sapp got involved and had a little interview with Rollins.
He
And
went,
Rollins...
what a flex, tweeted, at Seth Rollins, do you want to give us a DM? And people were like, yeah, as if you'll do that, mate. And then he did.
Yeah. Fightful getting the huge scopes.
Sadly, he just gave me a picture of his dick again.
No.
No, he didn't. As a joke.
But then, after Rollins got in touch with Fightful, more Raw rosters got involved, apparently. Unnamed, of course, because that's the journalism game. But they confirmed the Randy thing didn't happen and something else happened. I can't remember what it was. It's on the Cultaholic site.
We're thrilling stuff to go. Hang on. These of the 10 things you've typed here, and none of them incorrect. Randy Orton didn't make a joke. Wait, this is the things you're going after, not the whole story. But this makes sense.
Watch it unfold has been like, it's been so, both sides seem so like, well, certain people involved seem very sensitive about everything, which makes me think, well, then it wasn't just not a big deal in Saudi Arabia then.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying it was a full-blown hostage situation or anything like that, but I'm saying that the way the WWE responded to it seems to have annoyed a lot of people in WWE.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it would annoy. Imagine like if we were kept hostage somewhere and Pacitti was like, "Bye bye."
It's all right. Pacitti will help us. Wait. Oh. And he's
I've got to go-
everything's fine.
I've got to go and do graded. Anyone booked for graded tomorrow, get on this plane. Come on.
I spent my last £500 on this billboard, leaving my colleagues in Saudi Arabia.
That was another thing that seemed to get the
Looking
roster.
for editors.
The roster irate was the supposed new SmackDown top 20 or WWE top 20, the 20 people that got flown back. And then apparently, by the way, like Luke Harper and people like that were going, and Eric Young was another one going on Instagram. Yeah. Apparently, the superstars must have been told, go and book your own plane. But they were like, well, no. And then they got called unprofessional or something like that. Imagine that.
Man.
Go and get your own plane. Nah, don't want it. You're unprofessional.
Sorry, I know you've just got a spare 16 million hanging around here according to this report. But yeah, if you're trying to minimize the idea that it was a hostage situation, give them a name like the SmackDown 20 is the absolute worst thing you want to call them.
Justice for the SmackDown 20.
Couple of minutes silence for the SmackDown 20. So yeah, this is exactly what you need to do if you're getting valid criticism and stories coming out from your own sources. You attack the source and go, Meltzer's lie. Everything Meltzer said is lies. Apart from the stuff you go, yeah, apart from that.
But it got even better, this story, in the day after, I think, because they then announced a new partnership with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
No, wasn't this announcing the existing one?
Yes, it was.
It was,
but
yeah.
it's a new partnership.
Which is the same.
With two big events a year.
Which it has been.
Which it has been
Yeah,
the
I
entire
don't
time.
understand.
I'm guessing the logic must be that whatever one Crown Jewel is held in the smaller stadium, I think, than the Riyadh one.
Right.
Or is
the
that-
Jeddah,
Jeddah one.
the Jeddah
Jeddah,
one.
yeah, the Jeddah in the spring. That must be the big one. So maybe we'll get, I don't know.
Double Jeddah.
Or they're just talking bollocks.
Yeah, double Jeddah.
A double Jeddah, a big double Jeddah.
Jeddah Brady.
Yes,
Yeah, I thought that's what you were going for.
Double
Right?
Jeddah.
I'm glad you said it, because if I said it, God, that would be bad. Come for the wrestling, stay for the puns. Yeah, I imagine that lots of wrestlers are going to go back to doing what they usually do, because not everyone's like a Rebel Rouse or like a David Starr. But I do imagine that when Jake Atlas makes his debut, everyone's going to want to join his stable twice a year.
So that they don't have to go over to
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
That's right.
It's going to be interesting, though, when the next one does happen, like how many people don't go, because Buddy Murphy was like, never again, so people were jumping.
Andrade seemed annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've done the world's biggest battle royal. Next time, the world's smallest 8-man over-the-top battle royal. Oh, possibly it's around.
Mansoor walks into the ring, and your winner, Mansoor.
He's crying in the ring.
Vince is looking at AEW and GCW going, Invisible Man, gimme. Like it. See you strike this, you bastard. It is
Bryce
also-
Remsburg, get me empty. We'll get on to Bryce later on, actually. It's sad.
Yeah, critics issue, blah, blah, blah. 3 matches for Survivor Series. I'll do them in reverse order. Viking Raiders versus Revival versus Undisputed Era.
Tasty.
Ooh.
Did we see? Sorry, we'll talk about it later. I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You're good. Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Shayna Baszler.
Could be very good.
So if it's like any of the match, then Shayna Baszler's going to win. Lol. And then what I think I'm using, Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio Jr. 3 weeks ago, Rey Mysterio Jr. was this close to retiring on Raw, and now because of stuff that's happened. He's now challenging
He's
for the
doing
title
it for
against Brock.
Dom.
Yeah, he is doing it for Big Dom.
Dom got done, so Ray's doing it for Dom.
Well done.
Got to say it every week.
Big win one for the Dommer.
I'm really looking forward to that match. I think it could be really good. It'll be short, but I think.
But so's Ray.
Imagine him getting chucked around, and then that one little flash of hope, and then presumably Brock will.
But this is
break
when
his
Brock.
limbs.
This is when Brock has his best match, isn't it? The
Yeah.
past 2 Survivor Series against Styles and Bryan.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So
Yeah,
maybe.
The tradition continues. I like it.
And he often has good matches against smaller guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ray's even smaller than smaller guys, but
Balor was good, wasn't it? The
That
Balor
means
was
the
good.
match will be even better.
yes, it does.
Smaller the opponent, the better.
Put him against Marcus Stunt. Let's see what happens.
No, that's too unrealistic.
Yeah.
Go on, the Fiend.
New match announced for Full Gear this weekend. Rio versus Emi Sakura.
Who taught her apparently learned that this week.
I did not know that.
And
Yeah.
whose win-loss record is 1 win, 2 defeats.
Oh, balls.
SCU versus Lucha Brothers versus Private Party.
Yeah, the Private Party won a
Hang on.
match on. So basically, right?
Why is this match happening?
Because I'll explain. I didn't include it in the AEW roundup because lots of stuff happened. So I can just talk about it now. The Private Party got put in the match with the Dark Order because they both finished. It was like a 3rd place playoff for the tournament,
Oh, I see.
and the winners
That
get
makes
put
sense.
in this match to make it a triple threat.
When were the medals a thing?
I know.
Brand new
Yeah.
medals. There are medals on this week
It was weird. Just a new thing.
in the tag team
They
tournament.
weren't very impressive medals. I
They were
thought.
crap, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were from the local cobblers. £3 for a pack of 10.
Oh, go on then. Sean Spears versus Joey Janela. Get
Oh,
in.
yeah. Hopefully, I hope they stick like a hardcore stipulation on that one.
We're going to have to.
I loved on commentary because you've seen the dark segment where they're trying to put the pliers to Janela's tongue.
No, it's
I'm
not.
sure it was Tony Schiavone was like, he tried to rip Joey Janela's tongue out of his skull. I thought they were just going to put the tab out on his tongue, and I thought that's what the big scream was.
Oh.
Because like smoking's bad for you, Joey, or whatever they said.
Up here, tab means cigarette, not.
Yeah, tab.
They weren't gonna put a tab on his tongue. Now he's tripping out. Let's roll him up.
That'll
That's
be
it.
interesting.
Joey Janela with the advantage. Oh no, Sean Spears is just put his tongue. Now looks like Maffew at StarCast. Speaking of which, congratulations to our friend and sometimes hallucinogenic thing that appears before me, Ryan Satin.
Oh my
for
God,
joining
yeah.
WWE.
You said his
Our
name
friend-
wrong.
You said
He's
it right.
left now.
You
so-
said it wrong.
No, Ryan Satan will always be a friend of the podcast. Like Puppet Jack is a friend of the podcast, but Ryan Satin has joined WWE because they need a puppet melter. That's right.
He's gonna be
Did you hear
puppet
that? Did you hear that? Yes.
Puppet melt.
Puppet melts.
How bad's it going to be when they have puppets on the effing show? When they saw that 49,000 people watch the show on FS1?
They've
That
got
was
the
all.
Firefly.
Why was that? Was there something on?
I had no idea it was even on. I knew it kind of existed.
Oh, you
but I
must have.
wasn't
Do you not watch Raw and SmackDown? The season premiere of WWE Backstage.
There's a lot of things to be I watch, and I know I've watched it, but if you ask me who's in that, what's happening, I'm like, Bo. So, Natalia talking to TalkSport. Get in. I think there are some incredible opportunities coming up for the girls, and I absolutely 100% know for a fact there will be an Evolution 2 right around the corner. It is currently in the pay-per-views we used to do section of the W Network, is Evolution, so I hope that gets
I
fixed.
saw that. Is it Casey Michaels from Square Circle Sirens was saying that Natalia and Sasha and Ronda and somebody were at the PC.
Oh,
So
getting ready for something.
put 2 and 2 together.
Fair enough.
Get an Evolution.
And he's a news source that has been very reliable. He had a snafu this week. He announced somebody was
that
signed
your
for the
brother?
WWE. What's that?
I just said, is that your brother? Maffew.
That's good.
Oh, 'cause
that
it
was
means-
good. I'm
'cause it
sorry I didn't
means-
get that.
And it means a botch as well. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Anyway. It's more interesting than the story, so I'll move on. And new WWE
No,
Performance
you
Center
can't do
signings.
that. I'm interested. What were we going to say?
Oh, I forgot the person who announced, but it's actually rated to the people who are officially announced for the new Performance Center signings. Yes, there are some wrestlers that WWE has not signed. Scarlett Bordeaux,
Yeah.
Shotzi Blackheart.
Shotzi Blackheart from
that's right.
Evolve.
She just
I'd
did-
never-
and GCW.
I hadn't heard of the last two though.
Indy Hartwell, I don't know. And
From
referee
Shimmer, apparently.
Stefan Smith.
Yes. Well done.
Good times.
I wonder how they're going to do Scarlett Bordeaux's gimmick for PG.
Yeah.
Mandy.
Oh yeah, she's similar to. Oh yeah, she's a bit similar to Mandy.
Our choreographer's come out and
gimmicks.
start rubbing his legs.
Gets on the commentary table.
Well, I think she's good. I'm excited, and I'm excited for Shotzi as well because I thought she was really good on the Evolve thing they ran to undercut AEW, which I'd caught up
That's
with.
not why they did that as well. And any other news this week? I swear there's been
Randy
so
Orton signed
many-
his new contract.
Yes, Randy Orton signed a big new deal.
2024. 5 more years.
Were people under the impression that Randy was actually leaving.
I think he was using it as leverage. He had his
No,
feet on the ropes.
But who believed that he was leaving apart from fans online? No one to be was
I
like,
believe he
no,
Well,
he's leaving.
He might. He could have easily
He did, like, on his streams and whatnot, mention them, which I don't know if the same rules apply to him because he's Randy Orton, but
And imagine
a lesser talent would have been surely a finger wagged at them for stuff like that, maybe.
And imagine losing Orton to AEW. Though that would be a big boost. He's a big star. Like, he's an enduring name. So I think they're probably quite just... I mean, if they spent loads of money keeping Mike and Maria Kanellis around, they're going to be like,
Well, I
let's
mean-
lock Randy down.
Well, Randy's not pregnant yet. So.
How much money must he be on?
Yeah.
I'm sure Gallows and Anderson was reported $700K each per year.
That's sweet. Too sweet.
So I reckon it's $5 million
5 million.
per year.
There you
It's
go.
worth every penny.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. If you want to cite that somewhere, cite Ross.
$5 per chinlock. Why have we not done a thing where we just like at Meltzer we're trying to hear some news stories and then we leak it and we go, "We told you that."
and the account was ...
I heard Seth Rollins. I heard Seth Rollins in a promo.
That's
All right.
it,
What
yeah.
did he say? He went.
And then Meltzer reports that.
Yeah, but he types rah rah. 'Cause he doesn't get the joke. He's not a Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, yes.
Meltzer's more impressed with Terry Bogard being a Smash Bros. Ultimate. He doesn't get the Banjo-Kazooie references.
I don't get that reference. Yeah.
I'm saying that to be.
It's alright.
This is like, you know, when they did like Raw tapings that were pre-taped, but they'd like do recordings like, oh, wow, that's hotter than this news story this week.
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Now it's time for everyone's favourite segment, the Hall of Fame. And in condescending order... Well, I'm not happy with this to begin with.
It's a shocker, isn't it,
It's a
Maffew?
stitch-up, as usual. Last place, Buckfast, with 5%. The amount of effing Scottish people I had tweeting me, going, I cannot believe Jack's not had Buckfast and all this.
It
Needs to come
sparked a
ICW.
discussion about Jen giving Pacitti his first Buckfast as well.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
And
Did.
he, you know,
It's like
as
a
you imagine, loved it.
mother hen giving their first born a first glass of wine when they were 9.
Look at wee Adam on the bucket.
Start off with like the animal analogy and then, yeah, wine.
Did you just go back to literal?
Yeah, I don't know why I said mother hen. I just meant mother.
Okay.
Look, hen. All right, 5%. Shocking there. I think the percentage of alcohol in Bucky is higher than that. Anyway, again, Toby Carvery's all-day breakfast, 9%.
That is flabbergasting.
We do not know the audience at all, do we? Mate?
no, I
That
haven't
is-
got a grip on them whatsoever.
Not that we're being paid by them or anything, but you should try it at least once. Yorkshire puddings, we put a baby's head anyway. And then, an astonishing 86%, William Regal shouting War Games. That might be the highest percentage of anything that's won
I'm
this.
buzzing. I'm
You
really
should be,
pleased.
mate. Do you want to give us a War Games?
War Games.
Oof.
Yeah, great. Thanks everyone. Cheers for that.
As the winner of last week, you can go first. You get.
I'm going back to NXT for this one,
Oh, okay.
and I'm really relieved that I didn't choose my granda because I don't think he would have won. So sorry, Al, but
That's
NXT
all
won.
numbers.
Regal
you threw your
won.
granddad on the bus to win some clout on a podcast.
So I'm gonna now go back to NXT to the main event this week. I'm gonna call it, when we write it in the Patreon, I guess I'll call it the NXT double bump. Keith Lee pouncing AJ Styles halfway across the ring into the referee.
That was nice.
Both bumped over at once. It was so good. I laughed out loud when I saw it happen. It was that good. So I'm going for the NXT double bump. Keith Lee to AJ to ref. Was it AJ that he pounced?
It was.
Right. It was either him or Anderson, wasn't it? It wasn't going to be Gallows. So yeah, that's mine. The double bump. Loved it.
The double bump.
The double bump.
It's another thing we're trying to get over.
I don't know.
We're like AEW, everything we say we're going to make a t-shirt.
Just
out of
call it NXT. Because at some point next week, Adam will go, "What did you nominate for the Hall of Fame?" And then I'll have to remember it, and then we'll all try and find it, and it happen. And we struggle to find it in the podcast. And then when we do, we're like, "How do we shorten it down?" So I'm just going to call it the NXT double bump.
That's lovely.
mine.
Do you want to go ahead and talk, Ross? Because I think my contact lens is trying to escape my Some of those watching the video, I'm not like freaking out. Or anything.
I'm going to AEW this week
Oh.
for my nomination. There was 3 main highlights of the show for me. First of all was obviously Cody's, well, I don't even know what you call it.
Soft times.
It wasn't a promo. It was something else, a different level.
Soft time.
Silver spoon and all that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to
The ending to the show I thought was unbelievable. Like the action that happened and the way it happened. But my nomination is the Something of Jericho. That bloody promo package they had for Chris Jericho during this week.
Just all of it?
All of it.
It was fantastic.
It was unbelievable from start to finish. It started off with a reference to something, I guess, which I never picked up on.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know. I'm asking you. Was it a parody of some famous movie scene where he's been
Oh, no, it was the parody of Cody and Brandy. There was a video package where Brandy comes in, starts talking to Cody, and then her voice melts away.
Is that what
That's what that was supposed to be.
Yeah, and then it cuts to Brandy going like, I knew when this match was announced that Cody would lose Cody for a few weeks because he's so focused, and that's just what they did for this one.
That's
why he
he's
kisses
in
him.
the dark bath as well.
Right? Yeah.
Because Cody was in the
Yeah.
salty. What was it? The salty water or something? I don't know.
It was so good.
Salty
Anyway, all the
tears
little nod to the little nod to Southpaw Regional Wrestling was there
Bobsky.
with Clint's wife.
Patricia,
who was Chris's uncle's church friend or something.
Steamboat. What we're talking about, Soul Train.
Soul Train. What was his second name?
Jones.
I've forgotten. Jones was there, and because we looked at him,
Couldn't believe it when he came on the
I
screen.
know, and it said "Living Legend" underneath his name. We owe him $20 just for looking at him, presumably. Who else was on there? We had Sammy Guevara, knocked it out the park by saying Jericho's in the prime of his life. He's the youngest AEW champion ever, which is true.
Good.
Jake Hager finally found his calling in life is just to stand there and say nothing. It was so effective. More of that. Unbelievable.
It was so good.
And was that you missed out something? You've covered nearly everything, all the bases, apart from what did Soul Train say? Oh, coincidentally, the first time in his life he's not been like named somebody like they couldn't have called him Seth Jones or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
said
he said Chris Jericho's talent is like the breadsticks at Olive Garden, unlimited.
The way he bowed his head after that line, as if I know what I've said there. It's amazing.
You know, he's the type of guy who goes and tries to have unlimited breadsticks at a place like that, so he doesn't have to eat for a week.
He also said, I don't know anything about goats because I'm not a farmer, but I know that Jericho is the greatest of all time. Something like that.
Yeah.
It was all
For
right.
the first one.
Virgil said it, so it's funny.
No, Soul Train.
Soul Train.
Soul Man.
Soul
What was
Man.
the name?
That's a song, for God's
Soul?
sake.
Oh.
I've been listening to Blues Brothers soundtrack the other day. Yeah, tune. But almost as good as Blues Brothers, if not better, was this promo segment.
It was very good.
Wait, why couldn't they call him? Is that Virgil's not trademarked? Is it?
Yeah.
It was disrespectful.
WWE.
But Dusty, wasn't it?
But
You
like
can't
one-
have that.
Yeah, but Virgil is. It's WWE.
Yeah, but just the name Virgil. No
Well-
wrestler could just call himself Virgil. Actually, wait, there's a scene.
Yeah, I guess you can't. Imagine if you came out wrestling as Virgil.
No, you know what? I think I should make the segment even more boring. So that's a good pick. Thank you for setting me up there because I couldn't think of one. Nominate me freaking eye. Because that was doing a good job of ruining the show. I'm going to say the Spanish god Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
Because look at them. Look at all of them. Look at them with both your eyes.
What
Even
about
this
him?
one who's trying to kill us.
Because he's a handsome man or because he's good at wrestling and that?
He's both. Both
Okay,
are very
fair
valid
enough.
reasons.
Yeah.
It's not because I can't think of anything. I can't even think of a joke this week. It's literally just been Terry Bogard's at Smash, and that's crap.
He lost the handsome off to Kip Sabian in the first match, the first singles match.
VAR needs to be brought in. That's okay. Just saying.
Don't ruin another thing with VAR.
Oh,
the game's
my
gone,
God.
Maffew. The game is
Was it
gone.
Roberto Firmino's armpit was offside? Oh.
Clear and obvious, apparently. That's a different podcast.
Oh.
But I've got him on Straight to Hell on Saturday, and he was good.
Have you?
Aye.
Get in.
Sammy Guevara.
I thought you meant Roberto Firmino. Because you had me a go-go, and I was like, he's just expanding.
Wow.
Yeah.
But if you're watching Bobby,
Firmino. Was he good?
he was very good.
That's good.
That's nice.
Called me ugly early on, got off on great
Jesus
terms.
Christ.
So, you know,
that's nice.
fair.
Wow.
I was just like, you're a sexy Spanish god. And he was like, yeah, no one's called you that, or something like that. I was like, he was like, maybe one person will, someone who's blind. And I was like, fair enough. There's nothing I can say.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's one. You can't have that. That was the cheeky plug. I did it deliberately. I didn't do it deliberately. To plug your show. MJF's commentary. Yes.
Oh,
my
you've
God, he came out
changed
some.
it.
Yes. Ignore everything I just said. MJF's commentary. Oh my God.
That was last week, wasn't it?
No, it was dark this week.
Oh, yes, of course.
And he said so many things that they had to edit the show, and the official explanation why AW Dark was later than usual on YouTube was because they had to edit out some of his comments. No, you can't say that. To the point where it was so late going on YouTube, Impact Wrestling tried to get some clout
I saw
by
that.
going, "Oh, might as well watch wrestling while AW's dark or something." Joey Janela replies, "You did your pay-per-view off Josh Matthews' phone last time. Shut up."
Yeah, they were like, if you're struggling to see in the dark.
Oh, that was it. Sorry, some awful pun. Yeah, that worked. But what's some of the comments? He went, "Oh, Jimmy Havoc, he's got a body like a Greek statue. He's pale and got no arms." Marco Stone made the hot tag, and he went, "Oh God, he's in here like a doghouse on fire."
Who was that?
MJF.
Oh,
Marco
very
Stone.
good.
And then George Jedi killed him. But no, so MJF on commentary, absolutely. Sorry, Sammy, but if you're getting Ross's clout, we're gonna spread the clout like butter on bread. So what are 3 great pricks? Well,
3 great pricks.
That's like my Hunter Hearst Helmsley snafu before.
That they left in and got
3.
demonetized. But it was worth the money we didn't make just to hear.
Hey,
us
upwards
laughing.
of 3 people might have laughed at home, and that makes it worthwhile.
Yes.
We laughed for all the people who didn't.
3
So,
great.
3 great picks. Oh, it's so easy.
The NXT double bump.
I've forgotten mine. Oh, the Jericho promo package.
Yeah.
Sorry, got lost in a moment there.
MJF on commentary.
Why do you call it the package of Jericho?
The package of Jericho. I was looking for something of Jericho, but I couldn't think of it. Not creative guy, me.
No, we're not.
Patreon.
And you can't go to. Yeah.
Patreon at cultaholic.com. That's right, isn't it?
Leave that in. Leave that in.
Patreon.com/cultaholic.
I knew it was.
Patreon.com/cultaholic.
This is This Week in the Wrestling. It's this bloody week in the wrestling. Ha!
Yes, what a great podcast it is. And you would think it couldn't get any better. That's right, Jen. This Week in Wrestling.
Jen. Oh, right.
That's right. I'm
sorry.
pretending that we've heard the voice that only I could hear.
Segue. Her new show, right? And I'm just wait.
She's got a new show.
Wait for the noise. It's coming out, right? I think it's either Saturday or Sunday. I should have asked Alan before coming.
This weekend.
It's this weekend. It's coming. Do you hear that? Ping. All the creeps on Twitter.
No.
I mean, all the lovely people who just care about Jen's well-being.
More than any of ours for some reason. Don't know why, but
Oh no, I've got some too. SmackDown! Brock Lesnar quits SmackDown and heads to Raw to hunt Rey Mysterio. That's right, we went 3 weeks ignoring the draft. Who had 3? Anyone?
But also, Ray can't appear on SmackDown because he's contracted to Raw and the USA Network.
Yeah.
Brock does what he wants.
But Ray's been on every single Friday Night SmackDown apart from the most recent
Of course
one.
he has. Oh, yeah? I didn't even notice because there's so much. I'm so confused now.
But first people ignore it because, well, he did beat up his son.
Yeah. But he was still there, though.
Do you think Fox are annoyed?
That's it. He thinks, but you beat up my son and you can't come in.
Do you think Fox are like, because they wanted Brock because he's legit and like famous,
Yeah.
and now he's gone? Do you
I'm
think-
fully convinced they've just paid $1.5 billion for memes on Twitter. Do you see them going like, when the NXT roster invade, they had the Russian slapping competition thing, meme thing?
Is this the Fox?
Yeah, the
WWE on Fox account?
Yeah, just that one.
Is
that
this the
account,
Combat AEW Wrestling who has been posting so many memes that people thought it was me? It's not. I'm flattered, thank you, but because they literally look at it like, I'm like, can we make this good? They're just like, no, just do any meme. So anything is a meme. So Brock Lesnar quit. This was also the SmackDown in Saudi episode. So the Lesnar did not have the proper title. He had like a replica one off the shelves. That he probably kept, sold on for a sneaky profit. Pat McAfee joined commentary after
Fantastic.
aiding English. I tweeted something and it got a lot of traction. I'm like, oh no, people don't think this is real, is it? He said Shayna Baszler was the Queen of Hearts. She's the Queen of Spades. Martha Hart is the Queen of Hearts. And
No, it's
Pat
not.
McAfee-
It's Natalia.
no, I know.
I need to spell it out.
I know, right? Yeah, you're probably right. But Pat McAfee joined him, and I was like joking, like it's such bad commentary. They like yanked Aiden English off with one of those like canes you see in like old films, and I was
He
like,
was
no,
a-
I don't apologize to Aiden English.
He was a vaudevillain. It would have made sense. It would have fit
Yeah.
his gimmick quite a lot. I miss the vaudevillains. If only there was a way I could relive Simon Gotch's voice somehow that was recommended to me thrice a week.
talking
by
about
YouTube.
what would you like to hear?
Oh, him
Simon
shoot
Gotch
on
talk
Enzo
about?
Amore.
Enzo Amore. Well, that's very
Barry and
specific.
Enzo Amore.
And then Pat McAfee showed a lot of enthusiasm.
Can we talk about? This could have been Hall of Fame worthy. Pat
His
McAfee's
commentary.
story to get to SmackDown. Triple H called him
Yep.
on the day of, I believe, saying, "Can you get are you at home? Can you get wherever was it Buffalo?"
Yes.
And Pat was like, "I'm not at home, but I need to go this place straight after the show, but I can get there." So Pat was calling all the airlines, couldn't find anything. Rang someone to do with the Minnesota Vikings, a billionaire with lots of airplanes. Was like, "Can you lend us a plane, please?" And this guy did. And so Pat was there on his private jet, getting fed steak, apparently on his way to SmackDown, living the life.
See, I couldn't tell if that was real or not.
Yeah, well, I believe every word he said. 'cause,
I'm so jealous of Pat.
I know. He's love to have that charisma and athletic ability. Yeah.
charismatic, handsome. He just walks into jobs that are fun.
It's like
He's
he
just got a XFL commentary job.
Yeah.
Well, you're halfway there, Ross.
With what?
Being Pat McAfee. Natural charisma.
No.
Private jet.
He walked in and just obviously because he appeared on SmackDown with knee sleeves and shorts. And he said he walked in with a suit just in case WrestleMania happened again.
I was going to say, right?
but it didn't. So he's
trying to make eye contact. Michael Cole, who's like this. And then, Shayna Baszler beat up Bayley. After Bayley beat Nikki Cross. Riddle and Keith Lee beat up Sami Zayn. I thought it was a very unfair segment, to be honest with you. Poor Sami Zayn. But
former NXT champion, Sami Zayn.
And then Tommaso Ciampa came on Miz TV, and I thought Ciampa was a bit of a dickhead, to be honest with you.
He is Ciampa.
Like, because he did the Daniel Bryan thing of like, I wrestle really cool, and I broke my neck, and Miz is like, probably shouldn't have landed it so much then, should you, mate? And they beat Miz in a match. That was all right. And Rhea Ripley and Tegan Knox, who misspelled as Knox, like Mike Knox, beat Mandy and Sonya. No, they did.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, you spell it correctly, meaning you are better than WWE.
Thank you.
And then Daniel Bryan challenged Triple H, but instead faced Adam Cole for the NXT title.
It's
always awkward when you go...
teasing bastards.
Shawn Michaels as well, yeah.
Have you always had this? Have you ever had this, I should say, when you see your ex in a club and you're quite keen to like, look who I'm with. Look, I've got someone. That's what the vibes I got. Daniel Bryan's seen Triple H. Like, look, I got a sexy Adam Cole now. Just me. All right. Cole wins clean after an excellent match, and all NXT folk get in the ring, including Big Pat. We are NXT. And yeah, I think they were always going to go with the NXT Invasion anyway, but people are like, oh, SmackDown in crisis. It's like Delta Force with Chuck Norris and all this. Ended up being a really good SmackDown.
It was the best one in ages.
Yeah. So
they always do the best when their plans get ruined somehow. That's when
I think
always...
there was, well, okay. But I think they're always going to do the NXT Invasion. It's not like they booked a quick scramble.
No, because
it was a scramble.
What was booked for that week SmackDown was Roman Reigns versus King Corbin.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually,
I said, damn you, Saudi Arabia, because I said we got robbed. Thankfully, it's happening this week in Manchester, though.
Yay! Yeah, Owen's going. Our editor Owen and my flatmate is going to the double taping in Manchester.
Did he lose a prediction video?
No, he's doing it. He's paying his own money, man. Bless him.
Wow.
He's going to enjoy it. I think he's going to have a good time. He just likes wrestling.
Why is the Oasis play? Raw. Brock looks for Ray and beats up people up around the building with his real title on. Eventually, he threatens Lawler, so Dio Madden stands up for him. Because
Mama didn't raise no chump or fool or whatever he said. No, Mama didn't raise no chump. An idiot, yes, but not a punk or something like that. Basically saying I'm brave but I'm stupid.
Which rap album's this?
Mama said no.
But takes an F5 through the announce table, and everyone went, wow, Dio's actually big.
He's
like,
huge.
He's massive, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's
I can't believe he said to Brock, though, you think you're tough now, huh?
Right. Yes.
That just made me laugh.
What were you going to say? Was that what you were going to say?
That was what I was going to say.
Sorry, I cut you off. Oh, right.
Yeah, Dio is massive. A
You're
massive
tough.
nerd, that is. Go on.
You think you're tough now because the commentator's standing up to you? Is that...
Yeah, like like in the kayfabe, you know.
Yeah.
The failed wrestler turned commentator. Standing up.
Did he used to play
I was going to say, yeah, didn't he just go, yeah, do you not recognise us? Of course you don't. You didn't play the NFL, remember?
He did used to play in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's why he's such a freak, because he's massive.
That's why it's called Madden.
Well, no, he goes to the gym.
Is that why it's called Madden?
I believe.
Is that an American thing? I don't know what it means. I know it's the game.
It's his
John
favourite.
Madden is
Yeah,
the
for
It's like if
football
FIFA was,
commentator turned video game.
it's like if FIFA was called Tildesley. It's really weird.
Motson 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, big anime nerd, loves the sports. So what would it be over here? Like Pikachu Janola. Anyway, takes an F5 through the announce table. Dio, that's an NXT name. Wait,
Pikachu Janola.
Yeah, Jojo, can't think of it. Jojo Simpson is a like OJ Simpson. Is a big boy. I'll stop doing that. Ray attacks Brock with a pipe.
Yes.
He picked the wrong house full and says he will fight fire with fire.
You'll take the thing that means most to Brock.
Until he
the
reaches
WWE Championship.
Until he goes to find Brock's son, finds out he's just as big as Brock, and leaves. New tag team Charlotte Flair and Natalya beat the champs, tagging out Asuka clean with the sharpshooter. This is Asuka's second only submission loss. And it's to Natalya, who has all the power of the Saudi Arabian people.
No, look. I just hated this, right? The match was pretty good. The match was all right.
Do you reckon because of Saudi Arabia and obviously Natalya won there, do you reckon that'll like impact on her like just normal career now? She'll be the strongest woman.
Give her a wee push.
Because you know they paid the money for that match and the win and the whatnot. So you know what I mean? It'll bleed over.
Maybe.
With pressure from certain people.
Do you know what I think?
Nah, because they'll go wipey.
Oh.
I get that vibe from Natalya. I'm sure she's a nice lady, but it's just now it's meh.
I just understand why they always beat the champions in the run up to They did it on AEW with the
That means
women's
they're getting a
title,
push.
but- Yeah, I guess
Like
so.
on the WWE rules. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. But yeah, Asuka lost. So,
Brilliant hot tag in the match.
Oh my god.
Dear.
Whose fault was that? Everyone's going...
Kyrie's, I think.
Right.
Because Kyrie missed her time.
I
her
reckon
timing.
Charlotte's. And I'll tell you for why.
Why?
Because the thing that wrestlers do, isn't it, is the one reaching over does that, and then they turn their palm upwards
when it's time to
when
tag,
it's time
yeah.
to tag in. Because they can see when the heels are going to tag, so they go, wait, now it's time for the hot tag. I reckon, because there was never a tag, she was going to get cut off. And I saw people complain about Natalya not turning her hand over or whatever, but there was never going to be a tag, so she didn't need to
You
turn
can't
it.
moan at Natalya for that.
Yeah,
We're not
I
meant to know that.
It's not even Natalya's fault. And I think Charlotte was just too close to her. Or like you say, it might have been Kyrie's for
Charlotte's
too long.
just too long.
Yeah, Charlotte was like halfway across the ring already.
She had surgery on her arm and it's bigger than she thought it was. But I like to think George Animal Silva interview once. It was something like, he said, referee was like, I know Hogan's supposed to be protecting the champion. Just what happens if like Hogan, I know, like he's knocked down, he doesn't kick out. And he goes, here's what you do, referee. Yeah, I'm covering Hogan, whatever, and he's a champ. You go 1, 2. So I believe Natalya should have been Charlotte.
Off the apron.
Off the apron, took a bump. Anyway, Seth is in the ring. Sorry, no, come back. Don't click off. Don't. The Fiend has taken the belt to SmackDown. So, Brock's back on Raw. All Seth's hard work is for nothing. You may have not heard this if you watch the show due to the booze Seth was getting. Trish comes out and talks about his history with Seth. Seems to offer him a spot in NXT. Later, Seth wants a title match with Cole and gets it. He wins, but only by DQ as the Undisputed Era attack. Big Raw vs NXT brawl to close the show. I think
Keith
this
Lee
is very
did that big dive as well.
He did, yeah. I think it was a very smart thing for them to go, Rollins isn't that popular right now. How about we tease that he's going to turn bad? Because that's a lot more interesting than pushing him out, like basically doing the exact same thing they did with Roman Reigns for months and go, we don't know how to write good guys. Go out there and talk like an idiot. So,
It's, yeah.
should we
It's
Seth some more? Yeah, let's go ahead.
very good. I really like this angle. It's intriguing,
Yeah.
is it? It flavors the old Austin real Stone Cold thing from the Invasion.
That's right.
So that'll be it. Survivor Series. Team WWE are down. Out he comes.
With a pool cue.
What would be the 2020 version of that? Because he won't be in a pub now.
He'd be in a CrossFit gym.
He clocks someone with a dumbbell.
He gets those big weighted ropes and puts them in the corner. Also, Bobby
He
Lashley.
owns a coffee shop in Iowa, doesn't he?
Throws a
yeah,
coffee at
there we
someone.
go. That's it.
Also, Bobby Lashley injured his groin from having sex with Lana too much.
Yeah.
I'm so sad this got proven to be a lie.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, where he just attacked him like he was fine afterwards. It
Oh.
was horrible. What a shame. What a line that is, though. This feud is getting great. Great,
No,
I tell you.
I'm too sore because I was shagging your wife too much.
How would
Oh, that's fine. I'll just wrestle Drew McIntyre. Who didn't question it. He was like, wow. God, no wonder she left me. Jesus Christ. She should have come out in a wheelchair.
That's what Marina Shafir did that time.
Yeah.
When Velveteen Dream accused Roderick Strong of having a very small pair of genitals. What we're talking about, a very small penis. So then Marina Shafir tweeted, "This was from our wedding night, and she's in a wheelchair." Oh. Yeah, remember that? I talked about it on the podcast.
Because he's hung.
That means
That's what he does.
Oh God.
the audio people are going to be, what did Ross just do? Bloody hell.
Fell off me chair.
They'll get many of them, the pound. AEW. It just says, poor Bryce Remsburg. All right.
Yeah.
I saw this. Bless him, because I got told, oh yeah, by the way, Trent kicked out of the Red Arrow. And I went, excuse me? What are they thinking having this? I watched it. Goes, oh no, he didn't.
has anybody ever? Because I know there was. I googled this, and the top result was. Can someone actually point out to me when Luke Harper kicked out in NXT? Apparently that was a thing, but no, Harper got involved, and Rowan got
What
involved.
about Rollins? Did he get his foot on the ropes when Neville was almost
Yeah,
the champion?
Dick Tubbs
Oh,
said
yeah,
that,
he
yeah.
did. Yeah, he did. That's right.
So that's the closest we've come, apart
Poor.
from Trent, obviously.
And again, he should do the Natalia thing. 1, 2,
Yeah.
But he didn't kick out.
Poor
So he just
Bryce.
yeah.
You know him? Is he a nice man?
He's lovely.
Oh.
Not like busty, but he's just such a good ref. And I had to feel bad because
Pac wasn't happy with him, was he?
who's that?
Pac wasn't happy with him, was he, after the match?
Pac's never happy. He's a bastard.
Was he actually not happy with him?
He did say
Just
something.
looked unhappy at the end.
Did you notice? He came out and said, "You have been saying your words." That rude word. And I went,
Well,
not the cake word.
well. Did you not get the tweets overnight? 'Cause
I did
woke
get the
up-
tweets, but I
woke
want a
up-
confirmation because the fans are sometimes wrong.
I woke
Sorry,
up
fans.
bleary-eyed this morning, so he's on to you, lads. And then watched that clip just out of context, and I was like, oh my God.
Ross opens his bedroom window. He's just there.
Oh, hello, postman. What have you got? Oh, you're not a postman.
That would be impressive, that, because I live on the 3rd floor. The man who gravity forgot.
I just remember.
Like David Blaine.
I remembered though that I think he's referring to. I remembered Hangman saying he's going to do some real
Yeah.
cowboy S word.
Oh yeah,
I think that's what he meant.
That's on a shirt.
No, but I think that's what he meant. Like
That is what he meant,
John
yeah.
Nate
But out of
knows,
context.
yeah,
Wait,
Yes.
what if AEW puts out a diddler shirt?
No.
They can have
They're
it.
welcome
They
to
can
it.
go
They
for
are
it, yeah.
welcome.
No, you've said it now. Think of all the pennies we've missed out on.
No.
Would you walk around in a shirt that said that word? Would
I
you?
know some of our fans would, but I wouldn't.
To be fair, I used to walk
No,
around. I used to walk
I
around.
think.
I used to walk around in a pink shirt that said "dickhead." That's not quite as bad enough.
R.I.P. Mark.
I used to walk around in a Sunderland shirt.
He said that himself.
I did, yeah.
He's putting it up. Don't want to know he's making fun of himself. Cody could say great promo. That's stipulation that if he doesn't beat Jericho, he'll never challenge for the title again because maybe they pushed him a bit too hard to begin with and have to do something. I don't know.
It was a great promo.
I thought it was all right because I saw the reaction and it was like, my God, what a promo. And I just think he was, you know, if he's trying to make his voice crack. And I'm
No,
like,
he does that very well. I'm doing it for my sister.
but if he does it every
I can't do it, evidently. My mom.
he's like, how dare you say that I've got a famous dad and I haven't struggled. That's me, Cody Rhodes, son of Dusty Rhodes. Like, wait, hang on. But I know where they're coming from. I thought it was all right, but
Well, he was just saying they both got a silver spoon. They share it, don't
that
they?
bit was good.
Yeah.
I thought it was very
But
good.
he started the promo talking about is like, here's some names.
Eddie Graham.
Eddie
Cowboy
Graham.
Bill Watts. The American Dream, Dusty. I thought it was good. I saw a comment on Reddit, and I said it in graded as well, that they said like you could pause it every like few seconds and there'd be a quotable line. He jammed so much in. I thought it was really good. I'm a big fan of Cody. I'm quite biased, but
That's the best promo I've seen for a long time, I'd say. Name it.
Jericho's the heel when he introduced in a circle.
Do you reckon?
The one where he got
close.
Dustin. Yeah, I have to think that.
His older
Dustin, the team with him.
Yeah.
That killed.
I liked when the Young Bucks mocked it though. I need a roll.
Oh, Undertaker.
That one time the Young Bucks were funny.
Oh,
Jericho's, I'm joking. Well,
No, you're not.
wow.
Jericho's amazing video package. I'm putting Cody and Brandy style videos. Already had that.
Yeah, we've talked about those.
Soul Train Johnson was the name.
No, I wrote it wrong. I think on the thing. I think it was Soul Train Jones.
Soul Train Johnson was not his name. Jericho's called the youngest lady. His aunt's friend from church's interview. Jake Hagish says a lot and says nothing. It's all very good.
It is very good.
The main event is Omega and Page versus Jericho and Guevara. Pac interferes to cost Page a lot of sexiness going on in this match. Cost Page the match, and there's a huge brawl at the end featuring the Elite, the Inner Circle, and even Moxie, who comes out of the crowd to get a piece of Omega.
Yeah.
Woof.
They get that right flavour of like Raw 2000. That ending. Every week it was like that one.
My God, it's chaos.
Yeah. They do it very well.
And
It looked like it was going to be a WWE ending because they were both on like opposite sides of the ramp, and then they just went for it again.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, go on.
also the line of, it's not mentioned here in the highlights for some reason, Orange Cassidy getting a kick in, and then Tony Schiavone go, oh, he's black and blue Cassidy now.
Oh.
I like that.
Also, Cody's saying that when the two teams finally meet, it'll be a match beyond, which is a tagline for the old War Games.
I think he made his voice crack. What does it sound like? when
No,
he said that?
Match beyond.
Thank you.
I sound like Scooby Doo or Shaggy.
What does Cody Rhodes sound like? Have you seen a ghost?
Oh, I can't do it, Maffew.
Like, sorry, I thought we had chemistry. Carry
I
on,
haven't got a
Jack.
clue.
I'm sorry, mate.
It's been
I
a while.
pushed it too far.
I
It's
know,
my
it's been a
fault.
while since I've seen
Jinkies.
Scooby.
So Jinkies is what Daphne says.
know.
And then
Oh, no.
Jericho comes out and says, I would have done it for a
Yeah.
few meddling kids. Oh,
few
but
You
meddling-
diddling kids.
No.
bastard.
Pac's like, what? Cody said that match beyond thing, which makes me think that they're going to invent a stipulation that's very similar to, but not legally the same as War
I was
Games.
gonna say- I was
Call it
thinking
the
that,
match
like-
beyond.
Yeah.
Because obviously WWE have the trademark for War Games.
I think
Because
just a
MLW
similar-
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean they've got like the trademark for the concept as well, like the cage? And
Right.
everything?
They can just change it slightly, can't they? Because TNA
Yeah.
did Lockdown.
Yeah.
So I reckon they'll just invent a new one and call it the match
Game
beyond.
War.
Yeah, Game
Easy.
War.
There you go. He's just 5K in my life. But you should have done it properly, like one match beyond, and everyone just stops brawling. Does that? NXT, most professional podcast you've ever seen in
That
life.
happens every 5 minutes in the match.
3, 2, 1. Na, na, na. Mate,
Just imagining Cody and Jericho just like...
he's about to get the pin. Oh no, the time has just run out. Just you wait. Blanche is on the outside. Oh, this takes me back. NXT. The OC attacked Undisputed Era outside and kick off the show. They're confronted by Ciampa, Riddle, and Keith Lee, who chant on a 6-man tag the main event, which ends later on. Skip ahead. In
Yeah,
the
I
no
didn't know what- I
contest.
didn't know how
That's
to-
fine. Ends in a no contest as Balor comes out and attacks Riddle. He and Styles exchange cool boy poses.
Cool boy poses.
Cool boy poses.
Because they were cool boys. One was doing that.
Yeah.
One was ooh.
But Cole interferes and attacks both Styles and Ciampa. So,
Oh, I like the super kick through the gap in the Styles clash.
Yeah.
Cole's the best pinpoint super kicker in the biz.
Yes.
Yeah.
this is nice. And again, there's intrigue and interest along with the great matches in NXT. What is going to be the plan B?
You know what my intrigue is, Maffew?
What?
It's you know when Bobby Fish gets attacked right at the start by the OC, what comes out his mouth?
Yeah,
was he
I did. Like,
It's like GTA when you fire someone.
because I was looking because there was condiments on the table, so I'm like trying to look. Is that brown sauce? But
Might have been tobacco spit. Would they do that on the air?
oh, that
Because they
probably
all
is
do
that.
it, the wrestlers, don't they?
Yeah.
Dip guys.
All
But when you just look and there's just this
Don't tell
brown.
my wife.
Yeah.
I realised what that looked like when I was doing that. They put the stuff in the cheek. Oh dear.
Make an offer, can't refuse. Pete Dunne gets his win back over Damian Priest, and I thought this was very good with Damian Priest here, who I've watched and gone, all right, I get it. Damian Priest, you're a DeviantArt character from 2006, all right. But you had this bit here, and it sadly played in the break, so I had to see the replay thing at the end. He hit punch, elbow, punch, and Pete Dunne fell down right in front of him, and he just went, yeah, and wiped off the sweat off his abs onto him. I thought that's cool.
yeah,
So I like
he's
Damian
good. He's growing on me.
Yeah, Killian Dane attacked him afterwards. Because,
Attacked
yeah, he
Dunne
attacked
afterwards,
Pete
sorry,
Dunne, and then Damian Priest was like, oh, I don't like you either. And stuff. I don't know why he did that, to be honest, because then Killian Dane beat him up. Shayna beat Dakota Kai, and it all turned into a brawl between the two sides ahead of the women's War Game match. Mayhem turned to type a kendo stick, and Ripley then decided, you know what, Mayhem, you can be on my team, and there were much evil starings.
But we don't know who... Or do we know who Shayna's whole team is?
No, there's one left.
Oh.
And they've just annoyed someone.
Okay, all right.
It's a bit weird. It is, as someone that online described it as, why is War Games on Ball Show like you're picking people for football and PE? And whatever. But it's working all right. And Angel Garza beats Tony Nese to become #1 contender for the Cruiserweight title. And this was nice because Angel Garza obviously has the rip-off trousers. I mean, I guess all trousers are terrible if you pull them hard enough. But he wanted to give him a powerbomb thing, and just Tony Nese gave him a running powerbomb. The trousers like he went hell. He powerbombed the hell out of his trousers.
Yeah.
And then Angel looked down and was like, huh? And then he's like, hello.
And then he slapped Leo Rush.
He did.
Good. Not because I've got anything against Leo
yeah.
Rush, just good intense build.
It was a good slap.
Yeah, it was a good slap.
And
I
Leo
think
was like, okay.
if they get time, they could have a wicked match as well.
Yeah.
Both good wrestlers.
Yeah. And this is the future home for 205 Live, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was taped before last night's NXT, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
To air on a Friday.
Good. It took them 3 years to figure this out. Great. And that was on NXT. What else happened this week? Is that everything? Did anyone watch Backstage or did,
I saw the
Corey
Firefly
Picasso?
Funhouse. That's all I've seen from backstage. And Paige having to go at Rollins again. I think I saw that somewhere late one night.
Before saying, we're friends.
Yeah. She doesn't like him.
I like Paige.
She's like, you try too hard with your burn it down, huh? Stop caring. Toned it down there.
Yeah, he did.
Cool.
In
So much wrestling I have to go. I've covered
in-
everything. And there'll be like 3 pages.
I think of two things.
Oh, go on.
So in Power,
there we go.
Colt Cabana won that North America, like the secondary NWA belt, back from James Storm. And in New Japan, they're teasing like a Shibata return to action. Like him and Kenda have been having a bit of a to and fro. So if they book Kenda versus Shibata for Wrestle Kingdom, that's mint. They're going to kick each other really hard. And
That's bad for Shibata.
yeah, it is, but for the fans, selfish fans, it's really
Oh, right. Yeah. Who cares
yeah, but
about
Daniel
wrestlers?
Bryan was getting chucked about by Brock Lesnar after he came back, and he's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, he's literally this week said he's could be retiring soon.
Did he? Oh, dear. Maybe Shibata shouldn't come back. Tanahashi and Jericho as well for Wrestle Kingdom. So Jericho appeared on the screen and went, I'll have you, Tanahashi. Yeah.
Jericho's doing New Japan.
Yeah, he's doing Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, which further stirs the pot about the possible New Japan AEW alliance that was teased. How was it teased? Was it wrestling promo? No. It's when Omega dressed up as Sans from Undertale and had the New Japan logo appear as the scary boss.
I think it's just that people like Jericho and Moxley will have it allowed in their contracts that they're allowed to go and work for New Japan if they want.
That's more than likely, isn't it?
But, you know.
You'll put, like, try and smuggle Ibushi in a suitcase back. Rather like our favourite film.
Oh, yeah, Man with the Golden Gun. Excellent.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
Before we begin, this is a big week, everyone. Prepare yourselves. This mailbag is huge. I'm loving it.
Get in. And yeah, time for the always mildly offensive mailbag. Number one, hey guys, I work in an off license in Portadown, Northern Ireland, and can confirm that Buckfast is the most popular alcoholic beverage in Northern Ireland and Scotland. Get in. After attending a conference last training day, I can confirm that the numbers on a bottle of Buckfast have nothing to do with flavour.
Wow. Mythbusters.
But just the batch number. Ross, you are not the only person to think it affects the sweetness alcohol level, as there were many people who used to empty the fridges to find their favourite number.
Well, I did that in Birmingham.
Did you?
Yeah, because I was told by somebody, the lower the number, the stronger it is, or whatever, the thicker it is, whatever it is. Whatever, but it's not, you know what I mean? So I was stood there in this tiny little corner shop just going, I got a number 2.
And can you believe it's the same price as number 6? Idiots that don't know what they're doing. To then leave
Mine's stronger than yours.
To then leave me and my colleagues to have to refill the fridges with their discarded bottles. Absolute tossers. With that piece of knowledge, I would like to know, what are your favourite alcoholic beverages for A, night in, B, night out? P.S. Thank you for all bringing back my passion for wrestling since starting Cultaholic and bringing laughter and joy in the podcast after a gruesome week in work. Sounds like you earned it. All love and positivity. Peter from Northern Ireland.
Thank you, Peter.
Oh,
Thank you, Pierre.
Thank you, Peter.
God, yeah, that must...
Peter.
Whoever came up with that rumour then, off-licenses people are just like, he's our Vince Russo.
I was trying to do a Northern Irish accent. There we
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Cross it off the map. Right.
I know how you say Northern Ireland in Northern Ireland's Northern Irish accent.
Go on, Ross.
So I went to school with somebody with Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
That's how you say it.
Okay, thank you.
That's how you can tell the difference. You get someone from over there to say those two words in that order, and that's how you can tell the difference from Republic to
If
Northern.
the Irish accent's a butterfly, the Northern Irish accent's a moth. That's how I look at it. Like it's Northern.
Wow, where'd that come from?
The Republic. It sounded very profound, didn't it?
It's ugly.
And before anyone has a go, my great granddad was an Ulsterman, so I'm allowed to take the. I don't know if that's how it works. I don't know if that's how.
Maybe let me check the notes here. Oh, P.S. Peter from Northern Ireland. If your granddad was an Ulsterman, it's all right. Oh, thanks, Peter.
So favourite drinks for night in and night out?
I'll tell you what my new favourite one is, right?
Here's a bookie.
Salted caramel Baileys.
I've seen that.
Oh, dear goodness.
I did wonder if it was
Awful on the
purchase.
carry counter, but you know, you can deal with that, can't you?
You only live once.
Yeah. Wonderful beverage.
Right. And how do you have that?
I just have it on the rocks.
Oh.
Sometimes without the rocks, if the rocks become too diluting.
Yeah, cool. Goes
Yeah.
strike while the iron's cold.
Yeah.
And that's for
That's
night in or
night
night
in.
out?
Night in.
That's
You
night
can't
in.
have
Night
night
in.
out on night. You'd
No.
be sick everywhere.
Yeah.
Night out,
Yeah.
it's I take a holistic approach to nights out, me. Try to have as many different drinks as possible.
Oh, no.
Well, it's how you have the best time, innit?
Oh, the best time and the worst morning. Go on, Jack.
I think for a night out, I drink somewhere along the line, somewhere in my mid-20s, I just lost the ability to drink pints on a night out. It just makes me really tired now. So now I drink spiced rum largely.
That's a good mix.
Yeah, spiced rum and Diet Coke. Diet because a lot of sugar in rum, isn't there? So you've got to balance it out.
It is funny when you go, yeah, spiced rum. You know, make it healthy.
Yeah. And night in, I'll have a beer on a night in. I like the odd Corona on a crisp summer's day. Lovely, with a bit of lime in the top.
Ooh.
Or like salmon.
So do you go and like buy your limes and put them in the fridge or whatever? And slice?
No, I'm always too lazy to do that, but I shall next summer. I'll do that. I'll do that next time. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Night in, I'll have a bit of cracking on the rocks.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. That can make me go from, I'm a bit tired to get in. I can't wait to go to bed. Yeah. Night out, I'll just stick with shots because I'll have something that I want on tap usually, but now I've said that all wrong. I get sick of having this lukewarm, crappy cider. So now I'll just do shots.
Okay,
I'm out.
shots of what?
Can I have a Jaeger? And it's weird now because you have to specify Jaeger. Near bomb. Don't like it. How dare you delight the lovely taste, the
Jaeger's
medicinal
not
taste
nice.
of Jaeger? Do you not like it?
Nah, I can't have a Jaeger bomb because the energy drink makes it better. That's the only.
I think
the
it's like
opposite.
mixing like I don't know, acid and arsenic together. It's just like energy drink like that, but together it's like I don't know who came up with Jaeger bomb. Seshamov's new move.
Yeah, so that's your shot.
Yes, that is my official
Right.
discussion. This should be in the big question. Could go this for ages, but yeah, that's what I'll do until I don't. Question
Drink
number.
responsibly.
Okay.
Just thought I'd...
Yeah, Jericho. Number 2, and it starts off, greetings diddle diddles, or diddle daddles. Greetings diddle daddles. That's new. I just finished watching South Africa beat England in the Rugby World Cup finals. Cool, can we skip the question? And it was a glorious moment, seeing all the people in the place I was working at cheer and scream and celebrate together and be so happy.
He must be from Scotland.
But I couldn't help but feel how the people up in your neck of the woods felt, getting so hyped up and having it plucked. Where's this going? Plucked away from you at the last second.
I mean, in our neck of the woods, not really bothered. Not really a rugby place, is it? Northeast.
I was a bit disappointed, but not like when England get knocked out. Not when the England football team get knocked out or something. The fact that I called them England shows
So that question backfired.
Just make Liam from South Africa feel nice. Yeah, we felt bad. What are your most heartbreaking defeats in both pro wrestling and other sports? For wrestling, mine would have to be Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam 2013 when Randall Keith cashed in. Okay. In other sports, it would have to be South Africa getting screwed over in the 2011 Rugby World Cup finals. There were tears. To be fair, I was 11 and woke up at night, 6 a.m. Why can't I read? On a Saturday for it, but the point still stands. Cheers, lads. Have a good week and keep up the great work. Liam from South Africa.
Thanks, Liam.
The one who nearly concussed himself thanks to his cat.
Oh yeah, Tim, the one who was cut did that, and he thought his hand was, and then he hit his head on the back wall.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
I remember that.
yeah. He's back. He's back again, and congrats to South Africa for the Rugby World Cup win, I suppose.
That's great.
Sporting heartbreak and wrestling heartbreak also. I've got a wrestling one ready to go.
I've
Shall-
got one as well then.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Go on.
When Mick Foley lost to Triple H at No Way Out 2000 Hell in a Cell.
And he lied to the fans.
Because that's right, Powerslam magazine, now known as Wrestle Talk magazine. I hope they're still bitching. I haven't read it yet, but I hope it's like
About Mick Foley.
I hope the cover story is Mick Foley lied. Yeah, because as a kid I went, well, he's put his career on the line. Mick Foley's not retiring. Is at the peak of his physical conditioning. I don't know. And so my dad had to ring. I think I've said the story before, but like, my dad had to ring me before school. I was like, "Got a call for your dad." And he goes, "All right." And he goes, have you read the news? What? Are you sat down? What? Triple H won. What? Yeah, Mick Foley's retired. He's never coming back. And the fact I remember that moment years later is very sad. Go on, what's yours?
Mine is, I can't remember which event it was at, but me and my mate, he had Sky, I didn't. So he used to tape the wrestling pay-per-views, and we'd watch it like the next day I went around his, and we watched, it must have been around 2000, 2001, and it was the Hardys versus the Dudleys, I think, in a cage match for the tag titles.
So that's 5 Series 2001.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And I was a huge fan of the Hardys. Loved it because I was a kid. You love the Hardys. And Jeff, selfish Jeff, because Matt escaped. And he was like, "Come on, Jeff, come down. Moves are easy." And then Jeff instead decided to do a big selfish swanton. Devon, I think it was, on the table, rolled out of the way. Jeff went through, got pinned. He could have won the match. We were actually annoyed. We knew that wrestling wasn't real by that time, but we were still like, "No, man, no way." It was bad. Yeah. Ross?
Mine was a recent one when Kevin Owens beat Shane McMahon. Still haven't recovered from that one. No, I don't. I'm not too much of an emotional fellow, surprisingly. But the streak's probably the one that's got me going the most.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real sporting things.
Again, I don't think I've ever cried at a sporting thing, but I punched a wall when Newcastle went down the first time. When Aston Villa away got beat 1-0, deflected shot, Michael Owen and all that malarkey.
I don't know that name.
Yeah. In some circles it's spelled CUNT.
I've got two. I cried when I was little, Euro 2004, when England got knocked out by Portugal. I remember Rui Costa scoring an injury in extra time, and I thought that was it. And then we equalled it, and then it went to penalties, and we lost. And
Sol had another one disallowed.
he
didn't
did.
Like
He
98.
did. Right. and it wasn't. It should have been
No,
allowed.
yeah.
But anyway, and I'm still annoyed about it now. And I didn't cry, but I was like hollow inside when Sunderland lost the League Cup final to Man City because we took the lead. Fabio Borini scored, and then Man City remembered they were Man City and went, score loads of goals now and win the cup, I guess. See you, lads.
Dark period of my life that was.
Sunderland's cup run.
I was on work experience at the Sunderland Echo the 2 weeks before the cup final. So I was writing endless articles about Sunderland make us dream.
Dare to dream.
Dare to dream. Whatever it was. I had to write
Make us dream.
I had to write 350 words about a tortoise that had a bit of red and white paper on its shell.
Like an omen.
That was just a pet store owner had put this circular bit of
Oh,
red
the
and
real
white
turtle. Right.
on this turtle, and it was like, there's that turtle with a bit of paper on its back. This is local news. Write a story.
Oh, God.
I had to go to somebody's house that had a massive Sunderland flag like covering the entire front of the house. What a bad job journalism is.
Some gasoline and some matches.
Sunderland. Sunderland's an interesting town.
Have you done this? Well, the shame's keeping us warm through the winter. Just switch your leg off. Well, probably, you said that now, probably kind of sports related. Timmy the Turtle not winning The Apprentice or the vote for it the following week in the Cultaholic Podcast.
Yes.
Stunning lack of response there.
Very good.
He was brave though.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, again, proper, like, Cockney geezer, like, be brave, like me. Mate, me. Heartbroken. He was like, Lord Sugar, people will buy these. Went, no, they won't. Shut up. Question 3. Hello, Maffew, Ross, Jack, and all the other Cultaholics.
Right, this I should point out. We've not actually read this all the way through, but we started to read it because I couldn't keep it to myself when I picked these questions out this week. I was too excited. So we know the gist of this one, but we haven't yet read it. So
I love the first bits. All right. Imagine my reaction last Friday when listening to the podcast in the bath. That's essential. I hear you talking about my dad.
what a start.
I know. Are you riveted?
Paul Levesque.
No, I'm not the son of Rodney Alcala, whatever, the serial killer that appeared on the US dating game and went on to murder many, many people.
Yes.
My dad, Adrian, is the man who visited all the Toby Carveries in the UK,
Yes.
so he'll be killing soon.
Mr. Toby Quest.
And by the way,
no, wait.
There was proof, by the way. He included a picture of himself, and it was verified. And yeah.
At his Carvery peak,
Yeah.
he was consuming 3 to 4 roasts a day.
Wow.
In brackets, definitely too much Carvery.
Yeah, that is too much cover.
How's that even possible?
And on the pictures, he's not like a large man. He's quite normal.
He must
size.
walk to every single one.
Yeah, last week we talked about. Have you missed this? There's a
we're
guy who
cool.
visited every Toby Carvery in the UK.
He plans to continue visiting any new Carveries that open.
Nice.
Like Dana Carvery's doing a tour. I put Jack's suggestion to him that he should probably replace his registered blind friend with a simple selfie. He says he knows he should, but he won't.
What a bastard.
They need to keep Roger on the journeys with him, I suppose.
If you didn't want all in on the Toby Carvery saga, yes, Mr. Toby Carvery, as we call him, or Dad as this guy calls him, has his legally blind friend take photos of him at every place.
Toby Quest.
Toby Quest. First name Toby, surname Quest. I've been following you guys for years. Best wrestling YouTube channel, hands down. Happy 2nd birthday. All the best. Son of the man who visited all Toby Carvery restaurants in the UK.
He's called himself Son of the Man.
Son of the man, yeah.
Thank you so
The
much.
closest thing we're getting to baby Jesus.
I'll tell you what as well. He also, and I regret not putting this in now because we've already got a Reese's Pieces for in a second, but he included a Toby Carvery based Reese's Pieces.
Oh, well, we're doing that next week.
we'll do that next week. All right, okay. we'll do
Next
that
week? Oh,
Well, should I? Oh no, I've not got it with me. Should we
We'll
do it next week?
You know, we'll make it episodic.
Yeah.
There was someone we had to shout out this week, wasn't there?
Oh, it was the teacher who didn't submit his name. That was 2 weeks ago now.
Ah, bugger.
Sorry, Mr. New York-based teacher.
Oh, yeah, maybe was that the best? I didn't have his name in it? Or
Maybe it was for the best. Maybe
did we make a joke where we call him Mr. Diddler? And we were like, no, God, no.
we did do that joke. Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Not sure if it got kept in, but we've done it now.
And that is the end of the... There was actually a question there, was there? But I think it just leave it as it is.
No, I just thought we had to include it.
Exactly. No, very good choice.
Yeah. What? It's like a celebrity's
Got the
written in.
famous people who watch this
I
podcast.
know.
The son of the man who ate at all the Toby Carveries.
Sorry, Lewis Capaldi, you're off the perch now. You're the most famous listener now. Yeah.
Adrian Quest. Let's just presume that's his second name.
Quest. Like Johnny, was there Johnny Quest? Was that a cartoon?
That's right.
Yeah, Johnny Quest. I was
The
buzzing.
New Adventures of Toby Quest.
So yeah, sorry for
Oh,
not
whatever. I'll laugh at myself. So, if you're going to send your questions, please, God, please send them to.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
Are you ready for Reese's Pieces?
I'm so ready for Reese's Pieces, yeah.
Good. You better be, 'cause it's about to hit you hard and hit you fast. Little Britain or Gavin Stacey?
Little Britain.
Gavin and Stacey.
Little Britain.
Hasn't aged well, though, has it?
No. Oh, sorry, yes. Have I not included who it's from?
We'll do that at the end.
Sorry, this was basically a
we
UK
won't.
themed one.
Oh, okay. The Royal Family, TV, or the Royal Family, the monarchy.
TV.
The TV show.
Yeah, wait, Royal. Alan Partridge or Phoenix Knights? Oh, you
Phoenix
bastard.
Knights.
Phoenix Knights. We're Northern.
Alan Partridge.
Okay.
Come on, man. Red lorry or yellow lorry?
Yellow lorry.
Red lorry.
Red lorry.
Right.
Yellow lorry. Red lorry. Would I lie to you or never mind the Buzzcocks?
Buzzcocks, hands down.
It's difficult, but Buzzcocks has got
Really?
the legacy.
Oh, Buzzcocks
Both
was
good.
fantastic.
Yeah, they are
I'm
both
going to
good.
lie to you, to be fair. Right Twix or left Twix?
Right Twix.
Left Twix.
I'll lean to the left. Celebrations or Quality Street?
This was hard. I haven't decided yet.
Celebrations.
Yes, Celebrations just, but Quality Street is also good.
I'm going to say Celebrations because my nana doesn't watch this. And here's a proper UK question. Here we go. Daddy or chips?
Chips.
What's Daddy's the sauce, isn't it? The
Yeah.
brown sauce chips all day.
I think she picks chips in the advert. So yeah, let's go with that. Tyler Bate or Trent Seven?
Bait.
I can't decide because I think Tyler Bates just the better wrestler, but Trent Seven's way funnier. So I'll go Trent.
Yeah, I'll go with Trent. It's like Sophie's choice. This CBBC or really?
Oh.
Oh, wait, man! You can't answer
It's
yes
an
or
easy.
no.
It's easy. If you're going to say what I think you're going to say.
Well,
CBBC
CITV.
or CITV?
I was CBBC all the way through.
Whoa, I thought you were going to say but
Angelica Bell.
SMTV Live?
I did watch that on the
No,
Saturday.
that we're not counting that.
This is the weekly when you get home from
Oh
school.
yeah,
Right.
right.
This is the weekday wars.
Yeah,
Not the
okay.
Monday night wars. Weekday wars.
SMTV on a Saturday morning, but yeah, CBBC was the one.
CBBC.
I'll go back and forth, my alliance, honestly.
Oh.
You're one of them channel switchers,
I-
mate.
Maybe CITV would have Heart Attack, CBBC would have...
Wait, what have my parents are aliens? CITV.
CITV,
Oh, I
yeah.
might have to switch.
We had
Well,
Blue
so-
Peter, you had Shortchanged.
Short
Oh
change.
my
Yeah,
God,
hard.
Short change. Don't get to us, man.
FOT, True.
Mona the
False or
Vampire
True.
was there.
Mona the
I didn't quite
Vampire.
care for Mona the
The
Vampire.
Cram Twins. that was
Bodger and
CITV.
Badger.
Bodger and Badger.
You had
Sugar Brothers.
Basil Brush.
Chuckle Brothers, yeah.
God.
I think I was
Like I
more-
said, back and forth. Like,
Yeah, this is hard, this. Where was Otis the Aardvark? CBBC?
CBBC.
Oh,
yeah.
it's CBBC. I liked Otis.
I did like Otis the
Yeah.
Aardvark as
But
well.
CITV didn't have a mascot.
No.
They just-
They didn't really have a presenting team, did they? That was just like programs in a row.
They did it early on when they had like Count Duckula.
CITV had Ka-Ching, and I liked Ka-Ching.
Not with CBBC,
might-
that. Ka-ching.
Was it?
Rude
No.
boy.
Rude boy.
That was
CBBC
CBBC.
had Smart though.
Yeah.
What's CITV's art show?
Neil Buchanan, Heart Attack.
Heart Attack, yeah. Now in the...
Was that CITV?
Yeah.
Now in the band Marseille. Saw them at Sunderland Freshers.
Sorry. Anyway, we'll literally that you can't. That's harsh. I'm a Celebrity or Strictly Come Dancing.
I'm a celebrity.
I used to watch I'm a Celebrity as a kid, but I think these days, if I had to watch one of the two, I'd go for Strictly. I'm going to go for Strictly.
I'm gonna say I'm a celebrity when we're going to be heed, so I have something to talk to with my parents. Progress or ICW?
Progress? I don't know. Flick of a coin.
I'm more of a Progress fan.
What year?
Yeah, it depends.
Oh wait, no. Jen Louise, ICW.
What?
Hey, I'm a
Just
creep.
being nice to Jen.
Aldi or Little.
Oh my days. Aldi.
Aldi.
Little, because it's one near me. And finally, Adam Pacitti wrestler documentary or Adam Pacitti Texas documentary.
I've not seen the Texas one, so wrestling.
I'll go for the Texas one because I can talk to Adam about wrestling whenever I want, but the Texas one's something special. He looks for love. It's brilliant.
Wrestler.
Oh, what?
No reason given. Lots of love.
You've seen neither, have you?
No. Lots of love, you damn diddlin' diddlers. Christ.
We almost got there.
Jack without the C.
Thank you,
Extra
Jack.
love. Thank you, Jack without the C. Like Jack and Daxter.
Yes.
And that's it. Reese's.
Yeah, it's Reese's
Actually, you know what? I'm
Pieces.
sweating after that one. God, oh my.
Next week we'll do the Toby
What a
one.
murderer's
I guess.
row at Reese's Pieces.
That was hard. That was a good one. That was a strong one from Jack.
God, the stakes were so high.
I'm still thinking of CITV shows. If you have Reese's Pieces, please send them to Point at Ross.
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
Go on. Do you want to do me?
What?
Wow. What a great podcast.
Oh yeah, right.
Don't take that out of context. Use it. Do you want to do us?
That's
Anyway,
gonna be on
big
there.
question.
Wow.
Lots of chemistry. Which matches? No, I haven't done the big thing. I'm crap.
You can do it now.
Big
There you go.
question. Which matches do you want to see from the WWE/NXT Invasion rather than just to be talking mumble words?
Wow. God, I thought we'd do a different question, so I've not thought about this one.
Oh,
what
sorry.
do you have?
What question do you want to answer?
I thought we were going to do what's the best match this weekend, but no.
We can do that as well. Let's chuck it in. Did you put your headphones back on when we changed?
Maybe I did.
It's been a good podcast. It's not been well organised or good or anything. But it's been fun.
Double big question. I think the best match this weekend is going to be Moxley versus Kenneth.
Me too.
Right.
That's that one answered. What are you saying, Maffew?
The three-way between Lucha Brothers, SCU, and Private Party.
That will
Lovely.
also be fantastic.
Secondary.
The actual question now.
Wow, 2 questions for the price of one. Which matches do you want to see from the WWE/NXT Invasion?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind seeing Adam Cole versus a lot of different people trying to get that belt off him.
All
But
at once.
Cesaro versus Adam Cole, but he hasn't been built up, has he? It's a shame. Who's the Fiend gonna? Is there anyone creepy? Fiend versus Velveteen Dream. That's one for me.
Oh, Christ.
that's the
that'd be
thumbnail,
great.
Adam. There you go.
Yeah. Mate.
Um,
I want to click the video even after I know what the answer's going to be just to see. Yes.
You know what? I want to see William Regal in a handicap match against Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Because I feel sorry for William Regal, right? He is Mr. NXT, right? He's the boss there. I don't care about Triple H and Shawn Michaels, right? They've taken all of William Regal's thunder and just gone gallivanting around the world with it. And it makes me sick.
That's a good point, actually.
yeah, it is a good point.
If Regal makes a ruling, does Triple H just go, no?
He's the overlord.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say.
But we needed him War Games Hunter.
Nah. Doesn't work for me.
oh, the cake. Oh, it's all right. The cake's miles away.
Sorry, Jay Eltman. Oh, okay, Dream versus... Oh, that's the thing. Well, if Lesnar wasn't having a match with Ray, I would have liked to have seen
Volta.
Yeah, Lesnar
Okay.
Ball is big.
that works. I was going to say Riddle. Oh, because Riddle could take a loss.
Keep talking to me. Oh, keep going.
More meat than Toby Carvery. I don't know. What else? What else is being announced? Because I don't necessarily think they're all could be 3 ways. If they just keep people are like, oh, why is Ray versus Lesnar just a singles match? Like, fine. Can't
Yeah, I
be
don't mind it. That yeah,
oh God, possibilities are endless.
they are.
So unless I can't think of anything.
Who's the IC belt? Who's the champion of the IC? Oh, it's Shinsuke, isn't it?
It's good that you forgot.
Nakamura, nice feud there.
It's Nakamura and Roddy Strong and AJ are all the mid-card belt holders. That could be a good triple threat, but I'd just like to see AJ versus Roddy or Roddy versus Nakamura. They'd both be good. As long as they let Nakamura cut loose and do all the things that he used to do. As in, have good matches.
I'm trying to think of who could Shayna be against, but there's no real,
Well, she's got...
matchup for her,
Are
is
we
there?
ignoring the match that she's got?
That's just what we want to see, isn't it?
Yes, well, oh yeah, that's right.
Not what we think.
No
will
other things can happen, it's what we want to happen.
There's no real,
He's beaten everybody, so
yeah.
She interrupted the Becky Lynch interview.
in terms of styles, though, as well.
yeah, right.
There's no one that really,
Sonya. Said it like
Well,
Keep-
99
Heads
Heart's
up.
almost as strong as she is. Right now. Power. Sorry. So,
Asuka versus Shayna.
Yeah. Asuka
haven't done that,
versus
have they?
Shane,
No, they've not done that.
They're the
Asuka-
two mega pushed NXT,
NXT,
women.
yeah.
So that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith Lee
Keith Lee.
and Dijakovic just be them, just do something. A match comes on and it's some of the crap, and they just come out and start wrestling.
Yeah.
And they're like, "But we're here." Like something thrilling, like the B team versus Christ.
The
Anybody?
Colognes.
Oh, are they still employed?
Yeah, apparently so. Going to the roster
Oh,
page.
Ryder and Hawkins.
Oh, do you know what else? Someone tweeted me, and I'm sorry for not remembering your name, but someone said, "Hi, Jack. Any idea what's happened to the Ascension?" And I was like, "Oh, Jesus! I just
The
forgot all
longest
about them."
reigning NXT tag team champions ever.
Yeah.
What
Still on.
What happened to them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you do all those videos. What happened to NXT?
Pachi does it.
What happened to the
That
Ascension?
wrestler- Yeah. What happened to the Ascension? They're still on the roster page and everything.
One of them still follows me on Twitter. It's
Oh,
nice.
that's good.
Which one? The good one or the bad one?
You need to ask. If they follow me, then they're the good one.
Which one's the good one?
Victor.
The one with the long hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I always say this, but I feel a bit bad saying it. I think Connor's the worst wrestler in WWE.
Oh, why do you say that?
I don't know. Just watching him, I think I don't know nothing about wrestling, right? But just
There
in
you
my
go.
uninformed
That's the
opinion, in my uninformed opinion, it just strikes me as like, oh, he's like the worst wrestler.
He can't be worse than like some of the really rough ones in developmental.
Well, they're not on the main roster.
Oh, on the main roster.
Like on the main roster.
Okay, not
That's
including.
kind of a big question. Really. Who's the worst wrestler to be on the main roster?
Connor.
Yeah, are there any arguments to that?
I don't want to say.
Oh, Victor follows me. He's
Victor, he's a good one.
Victor.
Oh, poor.
I think Victor should beat Keith Lee at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And then just beat Riddle in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
What a nice man Victor is.
I want to see.
Second worst wrestler.
Would you? I'm trying to think of some sort of 4-way like Keith Lee and Dijakovic against 2
Oh,
others.
yeah.
But like it needs to be 2 absolute
Lesnar
wrecking machines.
Like
and-
McIntyre? Or,
Yeah, McIntyre's a good fit.
Lashley, if you don't have the route. No, doesn't really work, does it?
Who's like also massive and good?
Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan. Oh, Harper. Harper. The good one. No,
Yeah,
no, Rowan's. I like Rowan.
Yeah, no, that's a fair comment. Call
Yeah.
Harper the good one. Yeah, they had a good match at Worlds Collide, didn't they?
Oh, of
Harper
course they
and
did.
Oh,
Harper
they
and
did.
Dijakovic. Did
With
they
his
not?
new gear, and then he went back to
Harper
old gear.
won.
Didn't mention Michinoku Driver on the apron, didn't he? Or
Yeah.
something?
Did Harper win?
Mental bastard. I don't know.
I feel like he did. And
I think
everyone
he
went,
did.
Huh?
Yeah,
was
and then
good.
then that was around the time he went, all right, cool, can I be back on... Oh, can I leave then? No.
Yeah, feel so bad for him. But you know,
Let's just make one for the Velveteen Dream.
Fiend.
The Fiend, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd say that's too soon to do that.
Oh.
Who the Undisputed Era could take on then? There's
The OC,
there's still
the 2
Fish,
coolest clubs in the world, bro.
But was that a twist? Was that part of the plan B?
What other clubs are there?
New Day.
Well, there's this one. That's a cult, sorry.
That's cool. There's this one.
Yeah, the 4. Imagine us rocking up to NXT. Just
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, no, sorry. Dun, 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 dun. My
is-
God, it's the lads from Cultaholic.
What is
We've
Cult-
signed them.
What is Cultaholic's theme tune? What's the
A theme song?
Sam uses the harp noise at the start of videos and
I thought it was
Penny's theme was the first that came to my mind.
Oh, it was the
Do, do,
Pachidi.
do.
Yeah, whatever song plays. We didn't start the fight, but the wrestling
Yeah.
version.
Very wrestling Christmas for Christmas time.
We need to vote on what our official song is, don't we?
Official theme song.
Yeah. So when people make the creator wrestlers, they're like, well, what theme do I use?
Well, we often
They can just put Ass Man by Billy Gunn.
kind of the motto of
By Billy
like
Gunn.
Ross's favorite workplace anthem for years now was one of 2 songs, isn't it?
Oh,
Lolly.
Viva la Radio.
Viva la Radio.
yeah.
And Vinnie Jones.
Vinnie Jones. Take your pick off the Respect album. Bad Lou O'Brien, it could be.
I saw.
Oh,
Did you see him on?
nice.
We've forgotten the.
No,
question
I've
now.
not seen him on the X Factor yet, no.
I thought he let himself down a bit.
Did he?
He got too excited. It was an energetic performance.
I think it is like nearly 20 years since that album came
Oh,
out. Like,
that's
so he
fine
might
then.
have lost a bit
He
of...
goes for it. Like he really goes for it. And fair play to him. But
I would like to see Vinnie Jones against Elias.
yeah, Vinny. Yeah. What did he?
If they can find Elias.
He's
What
back
did he-
from injury soon, apparently.
Oh, I see.
What did
According to
he?
the dirty sheets.
What did Vinny sing on the X Factor, man?
I know he said on the plane that one time when he got arrested, he was drunk and belligerent and had to throw him off, and he was telling people, I can have you killed for $3,000.
Jesus, Vinny. Probably could, but. Oh.
Allegedly.
I don't want Vinny
Yeah,
Jones coming off.
allegedly according to Wikipedia.
He's the scourge of Geordies everywhere because he grabbed Gaza's balls during a match once.
He did.
Yeah, young Gaza, terrified he would have been. I mean, obviously.
I think we're at the point where we've completely gone off the rails.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
Last, going once, going
It's
twice.
been emotional.
Wow.
Sold.
What a great podcast.
Well, it's been an emotional Vinnie Jones podcast. Ross, anything to plug?
Straight to hell tomorrow with Sammy Guevara.
Oh, Sammy Guevara, that'll be
Sammy
nice.
Guevara, yeah. Sammy G, as Jim Ross likes to call him.
Not Sam. Oh, no. No, that's not going to be well if you start calling yourself that.
Yeah.
And Jack, anything to plug?
I'll plug my mate's band again because they've got a gig coming up soon. Home Truths UK. At Home Truths UK. Or is it Home Truths Music? Search Home Truths, all one word.
Best podcast. And I'm going to plug DJ Cumberbund, whose music I've just discovered. and he DM'd me saying, I like your stuff too. I'm like, yay, Predator handshake. So go
Nice
look at
stuff.
DJ Cumberland on YouTube. But second anniversary, thank you very much for having me.
That's all right. Thank you for joining us.
Hold this
Joining
here.
us. I sound like such a company boy. Thank you for joining.
And as we do.
Oh no, no, he's gonna no.
In the spirit of
Oh
wrestling.
God, he's nice boy. No one is
on Mr. Q.
We were gonna put the cake in his face, and we're not wrestlers.
We've got more videos to do in here this
Fine,
afternoon
I'll take
than
a
mess.
No, it's fine. You fed us really well. It just went wrong. We've botched it.
What, did
man.
you want us-
Thanks, Naddy.
Did you want us to lift the cake?
He did, but he did. I don't know.
Well, I'll do.
Just put your. All right,
I
do.
don't.
do that.
Oh yeah.
But I've said it on camera now, you
Thanks everyone.
Still get the
Cheers for
visual.
the.
diddler. Should I put my face through it?
No.
It's like trying to drown.
mess.
You can't redo it. It's like trying to drown yourself.
Just
You
do it
can't.
yourself. Just put out Kenny
Do it
Omega or
yourself.
something.
I'm gonna get out of the way.
Wrestle yourself.
Thanks everyone.
Puppet Jack.
Go on,
should
wrestle
probably do
yourself.
it. It's a diddler cake. What's that? A diddler cake? Wow. I'm not a diddler, but I know people who are. So watch this. Give it.
Oh, he's done it.
Oh, he's done it.
It
Turn
didn't go
around,
well.
show the camera.
Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, you can pledge to our Patreon